That was nice of you. Thanks.
Ember Spirit, possible. Pretty good against the heroes.
Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit. All right, good stuff. Thank you very much, gents. Right, let's bring in Mr. BSJ, who's going to give you the lowdown on his thoughts. It's your boy BSJ here.
You want to contest the runes a little bit, right? Get some decay. Not a whole lot you can do. If they're going to keep 3 heroes here, yeah, you'll have some problems. 4 heroes, if no one's staying as well. This might be enough to drive back PSG LGD.
I mean, up top, Drow Ranger is just going to be able to get those 2 bounty runes. So VP going to try and assert dominance in these early stages. Pasha walking forward as well, but they're going to throw out that magic missile right from the get-go, bringing him fairly low with the 2-person torrent from Roger, keeping them back and going to be able to secure that bounty rune.
Now, after all that, they actually get it. So looks like Drow, though, was able to win the battle up top, so Ame will secure top and bottom, but chasing Roger.
And the damage coming through, and the last decay from X-Nova takes the kill on the border.
It was a slow one, but they eventually got there. X-Nova trying to secure you guys some chests out there. Yeah, Ame's way with the creeps right now, so allowed to escape that time.
And so far in the mid lane and down bottom as well, actually, Malefice. Okay, there's action happening all over the place. Trying to chase this guy down here. They do manage to find the torrent, and Chalice punches. He's going to go down as well.
Finally, they find themselves a kill. They almost got one mid too as well onto Maybe, but
with the rotation in from Solo, it becomes a lot less palatable and treat as well. We saw rotation through the mid lane by the Kunkka. He is still sitting over by that bounty rune and is now going to try and rotate up towards X-Nova, who decides to drop the tombstone onto Ramses. Only level 4, while they have reached level 6 for Ame. And as they bring in the rest of them, it looks like they're just going to try and farm up this tomb. They actually get the Nightmare onto 1. X-Nova kind of in no man's land. It's a 3-man decay though, and as they chase forward for more, they're able to find that torrent, get the kill, and Ramses able to walk away as well.
Yeah, there is 7 seconds till the next Nightmare. They want Ame here as well. There's no rotations coming.
Oh, good gust there, but might be in a little bit of trouble now as they chase him down further. The toss forward, they throw out the tree, every dang thing, and instead they're actually going to turn now onto no one. FY trying to chase him down. They pop a regen rune, and then the jump in, coming from Maybe. No. He wants to find him, able to get the kill, and now chase for more. He's going to have so much mana here. In just a second, they spot out Ramses, but instead they're going to turn to Solo, dodging everything. He can't even brain sap him as they take down Solo as well.
Oh, he has at least lost the regen rune for now, and the Wave of Terror on CD, they weren't able to scout anyone else out.
Nova not the best at controlling Tiny, bringing Roger in as well to secure that no one does not get dove here. Rotation coming pretty soon. They have a gust available as well as a magic missile, and actually just going to go for the slow right at the start. The DD's there, taking down Dominus, very low HP, but they are able to kill no one. And now looking for Roger as well. It just happens so quick.
5 armor reduction there coming in from FY, and then you're jumping on top with a... So they're thinking about wrapping around here from LGD. It's going to be pretty quick though. So Ame might be found here.
But look at how well he's farming. Like earlier it was farming aggressively, and we'll see if Roger can get into range to find him with those 3 points in X. It's a really good initiation range. The Gust does end up hitting, but this still is going to connect with the boat, and now they're TPing in the rest of the heroes, but Drow's already dead. Chalice, bold as brass, just walking forward, but they're going to Nightmare and run away. Or are they sandwiched? FY does have a swap available. It's going to swap back into Bane, and Magic Missile out as well. They do not have any boat any further forward, but now the chase, they have the Reaper sight going in. They want to try and force this fight, it looks like. Although PSG LG, have they overextended? Ramses is showing up with the familiars, and they're able to take a couple kills. Nightmare?
And again, the chase down. They have that Wobbling Ripper for the extra armor too.
They've got everything they need. They throw it on the Midnight Pulse. He's just dead. A 3-man gust, but now there's another
black hole.
They're slowly going forward for more, and LGD are willingly walking into them.
There's the chat spam following in the wise words of Gabe.
Solo also willing to make something happen with his first Fiend's Grip. Just getting level 6 for himself. And as far as the way that the fights want to start for Virtus Pro at this point in the game, is it only through the Kunkka? Is there anywhere else that you could make it happen?
Oh, well, there's one starting now.
All right, down bottom. They try and find a pickoff there. FY just in no man's land.
I think, oh man, chase down again. It's team, they're always alone.
What is happening right now? They chase forward for him, able to get it. The net is down as well onto X-Nova. He is surrounded by all of VP. There's a ton of zombies, but the one that matters is dead. And VP now, with these items, are going to start their push.
They're just not playing as the unit they need to right now. Like, They don't have any sort of AoE team fight or anything. There's no one who can stall the fight and wait for this rotation from the Drow Ranger and the Storm Spirit. There's no Bane to just grab two heroes, just maybe. Well, he's trying to recover.
This is a pretty good kill if they can find it onto Roger. Again, any kill on these heroes is a lot of help, but meanwhile, back towards mid, they do take down that tier 1 tower, and Somnus, no one is battling up against him. Can they kill him off in time? Throw in the tree. It's not quite enough damage. Somnus will retreat back and TP away. X-Nova, as well as Chalice.
Is Solo just gonna walk away out of this? They're just like, there's no way this Bane's up here alone. It would be so crazy.
Pasha in the area, he has his black hole. Or they're just gonna get him from over on the side of the trees. And in no man's land yet again, Somnus the Maleficent able to take it down.
And now they're chasing after no Storm Spirit.
Oh, the blink, no one with the reactions, able to get away. There was a sentry ward down, but now the boat coming in as well. They swap in one, trying to keep him alive. The Reaper's sight not enough because of the boat buff, and now seeing if they can kill off FY. The wave of terror is through as well. No one trying to run. He tosses him over to his ally, Pasha. They find themselves another kill. Ramses with the double. And can they take down X-Nova as well?
That looks like it'll be a piece of cake. Pulling him down, a couple free hits for Solo before the rest of the squad joins in, and that's a triple kill for Ramses.
Well, 6-13 after the kiss.
But smoked up now, they're leading once more with Solo. No Fiend's Grip, but they're looking to secure up this Roche area, as PSG are already in the neighborhood.
So about half HP, looking for an initiation. Solo might realize what's happening. They're going to throw in the torrent. They see everybody, the boat. It might only connect onto one, but is it going to be enough?
This looks bad. There's no Enigma.
And of course, having used that black hole a little bit earlier, 80 seconds on cooldown, they are not going to be able to contest. So a big win there for LGD securing Roshan.
You already saw, like, when they were struggling, if he doesn't get caught up by a black hole on the sidelines, like, he basically hasn't fought since that regen rune, it feels like. You know what I mean? Like,
kind of just been collecting farm around the map and securing themselves the runes. There is going to be an X. Somnus showing up now to this fight, and a good electric vortex, able to create a little bit of space. They're going to swap back out, but they do burn through that Aegis. The Soul Assumption making it happen, and Pasha so tanky. The black hole lands on a 3, and maybe coming back in. Can they turn this back around, though? They're already losing so many on VP, but they got the Fiend's Grip. They're able to take down the Storm Spirit through the Aegis the second time through. Zombies are absolutely everywhere on the map, but no one blinks in, trying to take down FY, and there's going to be the toss. There's going to be the kill. They buy back on the Undying as Solos continue to just be hampered in by all of these undead beings chasing him out. But Chalice, has he gone too far now as well? There's going to be another toss. The Ghost Shroud keeping him alive. They bring down Solo on the side.
Oh, Ramses just barely out of mana there. Might have had a chance to fish him off there, but he built into a Crimson Guard. Didn't focus too much on the black hole. He's just constantly getting Eidolons, using his helm to scout it around him, push the wave, and creating split push opportunities like this because they know that someone wants to answer this. Oh, no one has to go top.
They got the grip. He went in with the DD, wanted to get some split push going to their own, but now he's going to get punished heavily. Solo able to punish the Storm Spirit, and now is his Bloodstone.
5-man rotation. I think VP have identified how they're going to win this game.
They know what they need to do.
You can see Solo are drawing the lines here, saying the other way, this way or this way.
A stand to try and break the smoke. It's Solo that's going to run into FY right at the start. They do get a swap there. Nightmares himself realizing, I don't want to be here anymore. And now the turn onto maybe Reaper's Scythe onto 1. The boat's going to be there. Hits onto 2, but maybe does get out for the moment. Can they find anything else here? LGD hungry for kills, and Chalice chasing with all of these zombies around. They're going to try and escape. Pasha realizing everybody else has abandoned Chalice. And they've also got the sleep over onto the side for the Undying, so they're going to find a kill onto the Necrophos. Chase for it for more. They want to kill no one, but they don't have vision. They can't find him even with the Remnant. And X-Nova still living here. Ame being chased down as well, one by one. VP pull them down and continue to assert dominance here in this game at #1 upper bracket. X-Nova, no chance.
Marvelous team fighting coming up from Virtus Pro right now. That forward vision alerting them to the smoke that was coming their way. And this is the one that both teams really vying for, but I think is even more important for LGD. They're not going to get here. FY just might give himself away.
Now it throws out the Wave of Terror, gets the vision, and VP, that's enough to scare him off. These for the moment, but they find Ame. There's a good gust onto several. Pasha looking for the black hole. He gets it onto 2. Chalice trying to save his allies, if at all possible. The boat buff is going to be there, and the ship lands on Xnova, finding the kill. They're calling out their chances. FY also going to be ran after. VP are feeling good, and why not?
Yes. And once again, where's maybe? Can't do anything. I mean, he just looks at him and says, oh, you don't have dust? Like, okay, there's a sentry around here somewhere, but other than that, what's the problem, right? And we go back and secure the Roach Pit.
The pressure on with the birds. This tower is taking so much damage, and I mean, they could potentially just secure this without having to commit a hero, it feels like.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's thinking about going in there right now.
Oh, they're definitely doing it. And the toss out, Chalice, maybe a bit too far forward. They swap him in, which means FY might be the one that gets punished instead. They have the X, they have the Torrent, and they're going to most likely have the kill. The Tombstone's up on the high ground. That keeps them away for the moment. Maybe with the commitment, can't really find anything. So tower down, easy peasy for VP.
Dares approach you, you just give him the scythe, pipe up your team, send the birds after them. He has the armor as well from the Ogre Frostmage, just helping out his team when necessary during these fights.
Be a bit of an engagement coming through here. Ame revealing himself. They are still smoked up on the high ground. The Remnant is down as well. VP, they're walking right into all the vision in the world and maybe going right for the initiation as well. The black hole hits onto nothing. Pasha can't make it happen, and now LGD potentially has an opening here. No one. There's going to be the Avatos play. They drop down the boat as well. It's still looking okay for VP. They're trying to bring down one. Can they kill him off in time? FY is going to die. They're buying back onto immediately back into this fight, but they have the X onto Ame. The Tombstone is up on the high ground and maybe trying to create some chaos. He's doing a good bit of work, but down to very low HP. They're tearing him apart. VP is starting to die. They kill off yet another Chalice, making it work. Can they kill him off? Silence for the Visage. Ramsey is going to die. They're dead forever.
Maybe found his moment. He baited out that black hole flawlessly, and then the team turned. The buybacks had to be spent, but it's so worth it at this point. It's going to be a 3,500 gold swing and an Aghanim's Drow that gets another 1,700 gold added on top. They march straight down that mid lane to the tower, and they're in position for this early Roche spawn.
This is huge. Big turnaround for them, and oh my god, maybe feeling it now. Wanting to find a kill here onto the Kunkka. They force out the buyback from the Enigma. What is he going to do? They have the boat though. There's going to be the buff to keep him alive, but Nova shows up as well. They've got more than enough damage to secure that gem.
Never doubt Dota Plus. That's what I'm learning.
They don't have buyback, Trent. They are losing this tier 3 tower. The only heroes alive are the Enigma and the Bane, and they're calling for the tier 4 towers. PSG, LGD, they smell blood, and they're coming hunting. GG is called.
From no one.
Are you kidding me? No one. It was not there, and LGD sees their moment.
One fight. One fight was all it took for them. Maybe just so perfect. After such a difficult game, struggling over and over. And the look, it says it all in Solo's face. What just happened?
And so I'm honestly leaning towards VP's draft this time. I feel like they have 4 space makers. They have incredible ag scepters that they managed to get to that point in the game. And there's just going to be this race to collapse on this Alchemist farm in the mid lane.
And they are again going to make that move that we saw last time, down to the bottom side, see if they can find themselves a kill, possibly.
Yeah, with those Ramses heroes removed, it just means he has to go back to the Wraith Camp. I think if you guys remember at the Super Major, I believe there was some talk to Solo about Wraith Camp. Just like, when do you pick it? And never.
Wait a minute, though. They found Ame right at the start, but there's a lot of bugs. There is going to be Ramses cut off from the rest of his team, and all alone, the King taken down.
Well, Canada is north of the wall, but he was on the wrong side of it this time.
Oh, no.
Trying to abuse your brain sap, but clearly Solo just got a little bit too ahead of himself there. But it was a little bit of space for an unharassed Ramses farm under the tower. And still try and put the zombies onto the Weaver.
Doesn't really work that well with the snowball on him, and instead they're going to turn the damage back onto Ramses. The minus armor and the punches, they go out another nightmare, but traded it over. Chalice also in the area, but the crit comes from Ramses. Get off me!
Well, the crit wasn't very effective on the bug on him, but on the bug skittering around, much better.
just one of those things with the Weaver, you know, not a ton of HP, a lot of survivability in other ways. The silence, so it won't hit onto the torrent, and that means there's no arrow either. Nice play by X-Nova.
Yeah, it's still just laying into Roger here.
Is Roger living? All right, he's gonna TP away, and the punch, he got him! X-Nova, not giving up on the play.
That puts him now at 4 stolen imp, but he runs right back into Pasha. Just rotated on over, trying to secure that 4-minute bounty rune. Shakes it off pretty well. Chalice, unfortunately, will do the same thing. Solo just constantly harassing through the same, the entire fight with the Nightmare, kind of controlling up this Weaver, and boom, 200 damage.
Felt pretty good about that one. Oh, look at the smile.
Oh, no one in trouble here. Back in the game with the stun now going.
Turning now onto Somnus. They pull the snowball in further forward. Can they get alive? No. Somnus gets the kill on no one. That's great.
Yeah, excellent initiation from FY there. The way that he doesn't just go in with the snowball and use the shards at the same time. He's spacing out his spells there.
But he's just going to head off, farm up the jungle. This is what the Alchemist wants to do, and we'll see if any heroes try to rotate to take over mid. It looks like, though, FY is going to come and contest his farm in the jungle here. This is not what an Alchemist wants, and Somnus has a Hasterin as well. They spot out no one. In trouble here as he does have his stun. Laguna Blade, everything thrown out. He turns the stun back around. Ramsey shows up now, throws out the Wraithfire Blast. They have the X as well, and the follow-up Torrent. This might end up being a death maybe.
Yeah, Skelly's finisher off there, and a bit too deep there. It's hard to judge a good alt game right now after what we saw this morning. One of the best alt games you're ever going to see. But even being this far ahead, about a 700 gold lead over the next highest hero, which is actually his own ally, no one's looking very good. I don't think it's quite as devastating as an alt pick as our previous match, but Pasha, he's out of mana.
Trying to leap away. FY again, just back here behind enemy lines over and over. He keeps finding, if not just annoying somebody, then finding kills. Looks like PSG LGD gonna farm up the stack that was lovingly made by Virtus Pro. Solo. He's the Lina, and now the snowball also coming in, it sounds like. Over towards the side, they find themselves a catch here onto the Kunkka.
He is so far behind, he's gonna lose more in. This is hard on a strength roamer like this. Now 8 stolen for X-Nova, oh no!
The Nightmare dodge, is it gonna keep him alive? Or are they gonna be able to find the kill rather?
This invis rune.
They're turning it back around, Solo may be in trouble. They try and smoke to run away, but the crit is there. Ramsey's able to turn this one, chaos in the jungle, as they're going to be able to find themselves Solo, and FY just trying to run away, but there is going to be an X, and it looks like they're going to be able to take down FY's
Maybe
Tusk.
Though, also caught at the Roche pit trying to run.
I mean, he's still getting away from them for the moment. The punches are coming. FY making a lot of space, and eventually the snowball continuing to make space. Are you kidding me? FY, surely not. All right, yeah, he gets brought down to the end.
Ooh. Just narrowly getting the vision. He's making him work for it. Yeah, it doesn't require a whole lot for that mid tower either. Just the Weaver and the Terrorblade. Maybe just walks into the wave up top, and Ramsey's just forced to just run away. Doesn't really want to waste his ultimate, and he'll have the Blink Dagger now. So probably a smoke play coming here. In fact, it'll just be a Moonlight Shadow, but it's all around this Weaver.
They see Ame as well, able to find him. The Global comes out in response. That boat's still going to hit, but I don't know if they have the follow-up now. With the Moonlight Shadow runaway, LGD, limited vision in this area. The snowball save for the moment away from Ramses, and now chasing forward for more. Somnus is here as well. Chalice doing a good bit of damage. He might end up being brought down. They weren't able to find the kill there onto the Wraith King. Solo making space for the rest of his cores to find themselves kills. And it's a bane for a Weaver. You take that every day of the week.
Yeah, Ramses.
Oh, wait, Ramses?
Oh,
well, that's just the ulti, but it hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that good. He wanted to blink in, I think, and try and get the slow going so the team could follow up, but at that point, they're just running low on everything. Maybe just kind of shoves in the wave there, farms a bunch of it. All right, his Yule Scepter up in towards that Shadow Blade wants to be his own threat across the map, because right now, Ramses has felt very comfortable just sitting on waves, pushing out pretty deep. Not a whole lot of threat to his life. If he goes down once, it's pretty hard for someone like the Lina, for example, to kill him a second time. And they're going to smoke right under another ward here from LGD.
They find the stun. The boat's going to be there as well. The long duration silence, it's not going to connect. And now the secondary stun hits onto the Alchemist. They're trying to focus down no one. He is starting to drop, but there's the Moonlight Shadow. They have double dust for double the kill. Arrow going to miss.
What an incredible game of vision from PSG LGD. It seems like every single time they can just go in on that bottom lane because the Observer Ward is spending a Bane and the Wraith King smoking.
You talk about the vision, the sentry's down, ready for that potential gank. Everything, it's always there.
Yeah. So I don't think they have quite the same read on this game that LGD do.
man, LGD gonna make it happen. They do smoke up now for Virtus Pro, but it might be a little bit too late as Roche is going to fall into the hands of Ame, and if they continue to take this fight, this could turn south very quickly. Yeah, no follow-up right now either. They realize where all of VP is, and that smoke not going to amount to a kill, it looks like.
And it looks like they just got all 4 bounty runes here for the side of LGD.
Clinical.
You definitely need that as an alpha team.
And no one wants to find the stun here onto Chalice. Time lapse, there is still an X that's going to catch him. The global is going to be there. The boat is still going to connect at the end of it. So they find themselves a kill on no one. That's the beginning.
Yes, very good takedown Chalice like that. Give no one a little bit of gold, so. Keep those up. They want to keep the ball rolling. They're moving through. Solo has the nightmare. He finds the correct one. This time we have the arrow, but he stops it.
Oh, the trade over with the Manta. Great play, and the snowball save as well. Following for more. Roger is going to die here, it looks like, as they do have the vision to take him down. X-Nova running away. The Yule Scepter dodge still managed to hit there onto X-Nova, who is going to fall. Meanwhile, Gunaboy out onto no one, still jumping out of there. They can't get the Sunder off. Yes. He still does have the Aegis.
Solo found that big kill with the Fiend's Grip. Now coming back up, they will miss with the arrow, and they're chasing forward. They have the snowball.
FY looking for that opening. It's just going to Walrus Punch Solo there, and the Light Strike Ray going to connect. Now, can they find any more? LGD looking to continue this. Will not commit any more heroes to this gank woods. Aegis having expired, already been used up in that last fight by Ame. It does feel like PSG LGD are going to be waiting for the next Roche before they really go for a big team fight. There's the lift up there. Arrow afterwards connects onto the silencer. Diffuser blade out. No one shows up, wants to take this fight possibly.
They can't even finish the silencer. They're not sure what's happening on the side of LGD, but the reinforcements are actually quite far away.
They are showing up though, and X-Nova, all the illusions chasing him. Feels pretty bad right now to be a silencer, but
oh, he might get out.
Is he actually going to be able to walk away from this? Has a TP as well, and now Ramses is kind of in an awkward spot. Do they realize where he's at? The sigil, it spots him out, and Ramses is going to be caught and blops the blade mail, tries to turn this, but it does look like eventually, again, the Wraith King will be found.
X-Nova wants that -2. Get over here, buddy.
He's sticking around. They bullied him earlier, but they eventually take the kill.
17-10 now, a 4K lead.
It just doesn't feel like they're at that point right now to be able to fight against the pressure that's coming. And you see this right here. How many feeling comfortable pressing this far forward while the smoke is going on, and they're looking for him, find him immediately. There's going to be the Yule Scepter. Can they follow it up? Snowball, Walrus Punch. They have the Spear Vessel. He's not regenning. He's dying.
Even throw the ulti to secure, but Pasha still rotates in here. He's all alone.
Is he really trying to take this? They actually might be able to make this work, though. The silence is going to be there as well. Pasha's dead from Somnus as well. They buy back on the Mirana. X-Nova chasing forward on no HP, but FY is going to be there as well. And there's the Laguna Blade onto the Kunkka. Does not even get to cast his ship as Ramses also being ran at. LGD, what are you doing? You're just tearing at him. They're going for the armor toggle, but it's not enough. They take down the bottom tier 3 tower. Ame containing so much space. They actually might be able to kill off this Terror Blade, but is he going to be able to get out of there? The snowball, they've got it. No one in trouble and dead yet again. LGD running over the corpses of Virtus Pro.
I think last game the buybacks weren't there. This time they were for Virtus Pro, but they were not used in the best possible way.
A huge win right here as they are taking down the first set of barracks 25 minutes into this game. 13,000 gold lead for LGD. Starting to take it down for what could potentially be.
They have to fight this. There's no choice, but remember the buybacks are limited for Virtus Pro.
None on at all any of the heroes for Virtus Pro.
Roger, the only one that's even close.
And the arrow's going to go out. It's going to connect on Illusion.
Ramses
now they know there's the Yule Scepter lift up. They do have a global still if they want to use it. Possibly it's going to be dropped down, but they have the Aegis. It's on the Terror Blade, chasing forward for more. They bring down X-Nova alone, but he's still not dead. He does finally fall. Can they kill off Roger? It is going to happen. And now can they chase for any more? Ramses still dodging into this one. He goes for the snowball. There's going to be a Fiend's Grip onto the Terror Blade, trying to kill him off. The Blade Mail's still going for Ramses as they lay into him. And well, there's the reflection coming out as well. They do bring him down one time, but it comes at the cost of the Wraith King's first life as well.
Back up, and he's just all on his own. The team is abandoning Ramses.
And trying to armor toggle his way out of this. It's not going to happen. He does take down Chalice. Not a bad kill there. Solo also being killed off as well, though. And 3 dead. That's the Aegis down, at the very least.
I believe it was maybe, just yules him up in the air. Just grabbed him. Made sure he couldn't initiate for the Aegis steal.
At this point, too, going forward through every subsequent fight, they're going to have that reflection cooldown on the Terrorblade. As they found themselves no one yet again. There is not an answer in the world for that.
That Spirit Vessel is just such a strong counter at this point when you're...
This is one of the nice parts about Kunkka at this stage in the game, at the very least, is that you can push out creep waves very quickly because of that low cooldown. Going to need it. As, Pasha, yet again, found, lifted up. There's going to be the Light Strike Array. Hits while he's going through the air. The Walrus Punch, the Snowball, going forward for more. And Pasha in trouble. It's the Ewell Scepter liftoff, Libin, and Boston not going to be there. That's a Twinkle Toes.
Pasha buys a bit of time, right? Kunkka's not the fastest counter initiator, but when you have an entire reincarnation to work around, it gives good opportunities for Roger to maybe find a couple stuns with the boat, and maybe that'll get enough space for the big Shiva's Guide from no one, and suddenly you've killed one hero and you can run down this fight. We are still dealing with a Tricore that isn't that traditional sense of having like someone relatively tanky. As Solo will finally get caught on a mission here.
Arrow flying out as well. BP, they're going to buy back on Solo. And there's the Diffusal Blade onto Pasha, forcing out the leap. The stun is going to connect. They have the X. The Torrent is going to be off the mark, though. And now the Terrorblade just walks in bold as brass and will throw out that reflection, daring them to come and fight.
And you can see, again, very disciplined play here from PSG LGD. They don't chase it all. They might have some pretty high mobility.
Now, there's going to be the stun going out again. Blocked for the moment. They still are tearing into this tower. Solo with nowhere really left to go, and he's going to get punched to death. Ame striking forward and asserting dominance over the captain of Virtus Pro, who bought back, so they don't have this Bane in the next fight. And it might not even be a fight, to be honest, the way that this is going. LGD just walking over them, no one trying to get it back with the Shiva's Guard, slow down this pressure that's coming. But this looks like it's going to be the second set of racks, and GG is called. Eventually, LGD stomp over him.
That was an emphatic victory from LGD. They never really looked behind. They saw every move coming from Virtus Pro. I think they knew what Virtus Pro were doing before Virtus Pro did. Like, they saw everything. All of these boards across the entire map. Sentries laid down, Moonlight Shield.